Hi, my name is Katya. I'm an astrologer and a coach, and you can find me and my work at katya.coach. I have a podcast and a blog, a lot of writing, and videos, etc. Um, but today I want to talk specifically about the shift that's happening in the world in general. And of course, it all starts on the individual level of all of us changing in our own right. And this changes can be scary. It can feel very, very intense. And what we are actually being called to change into is our true selves, is really who we came here to be, and that potential that resides inside of each of us. So, as an astrologer, looking at the patterns over the next 5 or 6 years here, we can see that, I'm recording this in August 2018. We can see that in the next 5 years or so, there's going to be a lot of push and pull, a lot of tension between who we've been asked to be in order to fit our square peg in a round hole, or a round peg in a square hole, or whatever, who we've been asked to be in order to fit into the system as we know it. A lot of tension between that and who we truly are, what really wants to arise from inside of us. Now, this is true for each and every one of us. Everyone has a blueprint that is something organic that's beyond that which we've been conditioned into. And it can be really a journey to find out what and who that is, because many of us might feel like we don't even know who we are beyond who we've been taught to be, or who we've been taught to think we are, because that happened at such a young age, and we never actually took the time or thought we even had the right to ask ourselves who our authentic self is. And when we actually do start to explore our authentic self, what we find is a tremendous amount of creativity. Creativity is a human birthright that every single person has. Every single person has some way in which their creativity wants to be channeled in this world. And it's a beautiful thing, and it can also be a scary thing, because it entails power. It entails having some power. And if we've never had power, if we've never really had to make that choice of how we were going to use our power, because power equals tremendous responsibility, right? We have to be responsible about how we use our power in the world if we're going to use it for the good. And if we've never really had to make those decisions, then it can be a very scary thing to feel our own power. Most of us have been living, in a very, very small, limited constraint as compared to what we have the potential to be and to do. On an energetic level, our bodies actually extend far beyond the physical borders or boundaries. And energetically, we can grow to be really, really big, powerful beings. And if we're shining a bright light, and if we are creating from a place of wanting what's best for the whole, and being in line with the divine essence that's coming through us, which you can look at as your higher self, or your true self, or love itself, or however it resonates with you. If we're doing it from that place, then we really can feel at ease, knowing that being big is actually it's actually good for everyone. It's expanding the universe in a healthy way, and it's helping humanity get to where we need to be in this next chapter of our existence, because that's really what's happening, is that we're shifting into a new chapter of humanity's existence in general, and the rules are really going to change. All these rules that we've been oppressed by, that have been put on from the outside, are really on their way out, and the only thing that I can see can replace them is the rules that come from within, the code that we all carry inside of us to be contributing to something beautiful, something healthy for all, something that's a win-win for everybody. And when we act against that, it's because of wounding. It's because of some kind of a deep self-doubt or uncertainty, or being conditioned to believe that we don't deserve, or we're not worthy of living our full magnificent lives, because we all are, actually. And if everyone is given the chance to do that, then it'll be really, really interesting to see how that all plays out, what kind of a world we can create there. So, what's on the horizon, I really feel like it's an understanding that we can be anything and we can do anything, right? Anything that's in our soul that wants to be manifest, that wants to be created, as long as it's for the good of all, right? We need to always keep that in mind. It needs to be a constant kind of prayer, a constant offering, a constant checking in. Is this the thing that really wants to happen for the good of all? And is this coming from my true heart? And is this, because we also have a shadow. Each one of us carries a shadow, and it's fine to have one, and that's just part of life. And yet, acting from that place can really cause a lot of pain. So we need to be responsible about that, of course, about how we, dance with our shadow parts and our light parts, and how we artfully engage in being responsible presence on this earth, because we've all agreed to be here. And, we may not remember that, but it was conscious. It was a choice to come to this planet at this time. And once we wake up and realize that it was a choice, then we have a lot of responsibility about what we create here. And it's not all heavy. It can be beautiful and liberating and fun to take on that responsibility fully, and realize that all life is asking from you is to be your true self. And whatever that is, whatever beautiful colors you have in there, those colors are what the rest of humanity wants to see from you. And you will be accepted for that. And that's the message that I want to just plant into your heart today, is that you will be accepted for your true self. You will find your people that will embrace you for what you are and who you are. And you can be free to live your fullest life now. So if you like my work, if you feel resonant, if you feel like you want to know more, like you would like to ask for guidance or help, then my website is katya.coach, and I have some beautiful readings and packages available. My life purpose package is wonderful for this kind of work. If you're really embarking on figuring out who you are and wanting a little bit more direction in that, then the life purpose package is a really great choice. So visit me at katya.coach and be well. Take good care.